Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. The galaxy thought banning technology would make survival fair. They forgot one thing: humans already survived without it. The Galactic Survival Trials were considered the ultimate test of intelligence, resilience, and adaptability. Every 5 cycles, the brightest young representatives from member species were dropped onto an uninhabited, resource-rich planet, stripped of all technology, and told to survive. No weapons. No tools. No assistance. What mattered was how quickly a species could adapt. The winner would earn prestige, political leverage, and lasting influence within the Galactic Assembly. For the Vix, the Felnari, the Krethak, and more than 24 other species, participation was a once-in-a-lifetime honor. For humans, it was Tuesday. Day 0. Drop point. The contestants blinked as the disorientation of quantum transport faded. They stood in a wide clearing surrounded by dense alien forest, unfamiliar plants towering overhead. An AI drone hovered above them, its optics glowing as it activated the universal translator. All contestants have arrived. Survival equipment? None. Monitoring will commence. Rules: no outside communication. No technological fabrication. Survival using natural materials only. Last contestant standing wins. The voice cut off. The clearing filled with uneasy movement as the non-human species began scanning the tree line, whispering and arguing over territory, threat levels, and direction. The humans were already gone. Within 10 minutes, the 2 human representatives, Corporal Alia Ramirez and Sergeant Marcus Dell, had vanished into the forest like ghosts. While the others debated leadership structures and defensive positions, the humans moved with quiet purpose, mapping terrain, identifying water sources, and scouting high ground. By sunset, most species were still struggling to weave together bark and wet vines into something resembling shelter. The humans had fire. Day 1. Foul Wrath of the Vix spent the night shivering beneath damp leaves, his frills trembling as moisture seeped into his scales. At first light, he climbed toward a rocky ridge to get his bearings, and froze. He smelled smoke. Peering over the edge, he saw the human camp below. A sturdy lean-to built from dried branches and reinforced with mud. A steady fire. Alia sat calmly beside it, shaping a spear with a shard of stone. Stone. They had already napped tools. Nearby, Marcus worked methodically, skinning a lizard-like creature he had trapped overnight. The Vix elite warrior, enhanced by genetics and trained since birth, stared in disbelief. They were hunting. Meanwhile, the Thalari had managed to tie 2 leaves together and proudly declared progress. Day 2. Contestants began disappearing. At first, it was blamed on native predators. But rumors spread quickly. The humans weren't just surviving. They were thriving. A Krethak scout spotted Marcus moving through the forest, his body coated in mud and leaves for camouflage. He carried a handmade bow, sinew-bound arrows tucked across his back. Where others had tried to make bark armor, Marcus had harvested tendons to create rope. Alia had discovered a rock deposit and turned it into blades, chisels, and fishing hooks. While entire groups debated whether boiling water with heated stones was worth the effort, the humans drank clean water, ate cooked meat, and slept securely. This wasn't survival. This was domination. Day 3. The remaining non-human contestants gathered in a shallow cave. Vix. Felnari. Krethak. Even the stubborn Gravix attended. They have no technology, Thalroth said. And yet they have fire, weapons, traps. That's impossible, the Gravix female snarled. A Crux scout spoke quietly. They had it before the first night fell. It's like they've done this before. Silence followed. Because they had. Humanity's entire evolutionary history had been one long survival trial. Fire mastered over 1 million years ago. Spears before writing. Stone tools that shaped their biology and instincts. When the trials banned technology, the galaxy thought it was leveling the field. They had handed humans their home ground. Day 5. Numbers thinned rapidly. Emergency extraction signals flared. Others simply vanished. Surveillance drones recorded everything. Under cover of night, Alia approached a Gravix camp. She didn't attack. She offered cooked food. Confused and starving, they accepted. "Why help us?" one asked. "We're not here to win," Alia said. "We're here to show you what humans are." Day 6. Back on Vexa Prime, the Galactic Assembly watched the feeds in horrified fascination. The scoreboard showed 2 humans remaining. Everyone else was injured, hiding, or begging extraction. In the latest feed, Marcus calmly reset a trap that had just brought down a tree-sized predator using nothing but vines and sharpened wood. "That creature wiped out a Krith patrol last year," one delegate whispered. "And he used sticks," another replied. By midday, all other contestants were disqualified. The trials were over. Back aboard the monitoring ship, Marcus and Alia stood filthy, exhausted, and uninjured. The host AI asked the traditional question. "What gave your species the advantage?" Alia answered. "You took our technology. But you didn't take our memory. You banned tools. You banned weapons. You tried to make it fair." She smiled faintly. "But the moment you banned everything, you gave humans the home field advantage." The chamber fell silent. The survival trials were suspended indefinitely. Unofficially, the event became known as the Stone Age Uprising. From that day forward, Earth was no longer seen as primitive. Because humans didn't need machines to survive. Give them a stick, a rock, and one night under the stars. And they'd build a civilization.